Mall security almost escorted him out for disturbing the peace. Little did they know, the quiet man in the purple scarf was about to make history. Southdale Center Mall, Minneapolis. Saturday afternoon, November 2014. A local radio station was hosting Mall Music Showdown, amateur pianists competing for a $100,000 grand prize. Near the center court stage, a small man in a black turtleneck and purple scarf stopped to watch. Dark sunglasses. Alone. No entourage. Security approached. "Sir, if you're not participating, please keep moving." The man stepped forward and signed up. Registration barely looked at him. "Name?" "Just right, P." She rolled her eyes. "Another wannabe." Then he sat at the piano, and a 12-year-old boy in the front row screamed, "That's Prince!" What happened in the next 47 minutes turned a mall contest into legend and made a grieving child believe in miracles again. Southdale Center Mall, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Saturday, November 2014, 2:47 p.m., built 1956. First indoor shopping mall in America. 3 floors, over 100 stores, weekend families filled the corridors, center court stage, banner, Mall Music Showdown. Think you can play? Prove it. Power 96.5 FM. Local radio station contest. Amateur pianists. $100,000 grand prize. The setup, Yamaha digital piano. 2 speakers. Folding chairs, half empty. Judges, Mrs. Patricia Coleman, high school music teacher, Stern. Chad Reynolds, radio DJ, tired. Michael Torres, mall manager, checking watch. All 3 looked bored. 3 contestants had performed. Young woman played Mozart, technically perfect, emotionless, score 7.5. Middle-aged man played Billy Joel, missed notes, off-key, score 5. Teenager played Chopin, rushed tempo, score 6.5. The crowd was sparse, maybe 75 people. Scrolling phones, sipping coffee, mall entertainment, background noise. Contestant number 4 was setting up. Prince walked through the mall. Black turtleneck, dark jeans, purple scarf, dark sunglasses, mid-50s, alone. No entourage, just a man browsing stores. He stopped near the stage, watched, listened. The current contestant, a college student, was playing a classical piece. Bach's Prelude in C major, correct notes, mechanical rhythm, no soul, no feeling. Prince stood there, 10 feet from the stage, arms crossed, swaying slightly, humming a melody to himself. His fingers tapped against his arm, following a rhythm only he could hear. Mall security guard noticed him. Derek Patterson, 47 years old, 15 years at Southdale, seen everything. Teenagers loitering, shoplifters, lost kids. Dealing with problems was his job. This man, standing too close to the stage, muttering to himself, swaying, looked like a potential problem. Derek approached. Authoritative but polite. "Sir, if you're not participating in the contest, I'm going to need you to keep moving. We've got a schedule to maintain here." Prince turned, looked at Derek through the dark sunglasses, nodded, said nothing. Derek waited. The man didn't move. "Sir, I'm participating." "Oh." Derek relaxed slightly. "All right, then. You need to register at the table over there. 15 minutes until your slot." Prince nodded again. Walked toward the registration table. Derek watched him go. Something familiar about that walk, that posture, but he couldn't place it. Registration table, young woman named Ashley, 24 years old, radio station intern. This was her Saturday assignment. She'd rather be anywhere else. Clipboard, pen, list of contestants. She was texting when Prince approached. Didn't look up. "Name?" Prince paused. Considered. "Just write P." Ashley looked up. Finally. Saw the sunglasses, the purple scarf, the casual clothes. Rolled her eyes internally. Another mall musician trying to be mysterious. "P? That's it? I need a full name for the waiver form." "P will work." Ashley sighed. "Fine. Whatever." Scribbled P on the contestant list. You're up in 15 minutes. Slot 5. Don't be late. And please, she added, with barely concealed condescension, try to play something recognizable. The judges are tired of people doing experimental stuff. Prince nodded, walked to a bench near the stage, sat down, waited. Ashley went back to her phone, texted her friend, "Another weird contestant. Guy won't even give his real name, just P. Lowell, these people." Fourth contestant finished. Scattered applause. The MC, radio DJ named Chad, trying to keep energy up. "All right, folks, one more contestant before our break. Let's give it up for, looked at clipboard. P, that's it, just P." "Okay then," light laughter from crowd. "What kind of name is that?" Prince stood, walked to the Yamaha digital piano on stage. Modest setup. Mall acoustics, tinny speakers. He didn't adjust the bench, didn't stretch his fingers, didn't acknowledge the crowd, just sat, placed his hands on the keys, closed his eyes. The MC stepped back. "Whenever you're ready, P." Prince played the first notes. Purple Rain, but not the version anyone knew. Stripped down, raw, hauntingly slow. No drums, no electric guitar, no production, just piano, just melody, just soul. His fingers moved like silk across the keys, the melody bent in ways that felt impossible. Notes sustained longer than physics should allow, chords that shimmered with harmonics. The crowd went silent. Not polite silence, true silence, the kind where breathing becomes loud. People stopped mid-conversation, heads turned, phones lowered. Store employees at the railing on the second floor stopped restocking. The Starbucks barista turned off the espresso machine to hear better. "Who is that? Where'd they find this guy?" The music filled the mall. Not just center court, the entire atrium, reverberating off the high-vaulted ceilings, echoing down the corridors. Shoppers 3 stores away stopped walking, followed the sound. 30 seconds in. Front row, Marcus Rodriguez, 12, 7th grade, wearing his late brother's Prince t-shirt, purple 1999 album cover. Too big for him. Daniel had died 13 months ago, leukemia, age 14. This shirt was Daniel's favorite. Marcus wore it every Saturday, felt close to his brother. His mother, Elena, sat beside him, 42, working 2 jobs since Daniel died, medical bills still coming. Brought Marcus to the mall today to get out of the house. Do something normal. When Prince started playing, Marcus froze. His eyes went wide. He knew that sound. Daniel had played Purple Rain constantly. In his room, in the car, even during chemo. Marcus leaned forward, staring, the way the pianist moved, the purple scarf. "Mom! Mom, that's—" Elena wasn't listening, looking at her phone. "Shh, honey, let the man play." "No, Mom, that's Prince." 45 seconds in. Marcus stood up. Chair scraped loudly. His voice cracked. Screamed, "That's Prince! That's actually Prince!" Heads whipped around. People stared at the boy, then at the pianist. Someone pulled out their phone, Googled Prince 2014 Minneapolis, compared photos. "Oh my God! It is him. Are you serious?" The crowd started to swell. People walking by stopped, ran over. Within 2 minutes, 150 people. Within 5 minutes, 500. Prince didn't stop playing, didn't acknowledge the screams, didn't look up. He just played, transitioned seamlessly into the beautiful ones, then a haunting, slowed-down version of "Sometimes It Snows in April." Mall security gave up trying to control the crowd. Derek, the guard who'd dismissed Prince earlier, stood frozen, staring, jaw open. The judges were standing. The radio DJ was filming on his phone, hands shaking. The music teacher was crying. By the time Prince played the final note, the entire center court was packed. People on the second-floor balconies leaning over railings. Store employees had come out to watch. The final note faded. Silence. 3 full seconds. Then chaos. Applause. Screaming. People crying. Phones everywhere. The boy who'd recognized him, Marcus, was sobbing, clutching his brother's T-shirt with both hands. The judges didn't deliberate, didn't confer. The radio DJ, Chad, grabbed the oversized $100,000 check prop from the table. His hands were shaking. Walked to Prince, still sitting at the piano. There's no question. You won. This is yours. The crowd roared. Applause, cheering. Prince stood, took the microphone. His voice was quiet, almost shy, but it filled the space. This prize? It's not for me. Confusion rippled through the crowd. Prince looked directly at the boy in the front row. Marcus, still crying, still clutching the T-shirt. Young man, come here. Marcus froze. His mother nudged him. Go, he's talking to you. Marcus approached the stage, trembling, tears streaming down his face. Prince knelt down, eye level with the boy. What's your name? Marcus. Marcus. Prince gestured to the T-shirt. I saw your shirt. Who'd it belong to? Marcus's voice broke. My brother, he died last year. Leukemia, he was 14. He loved your music. He played Purple Rain every day, even in the hospital. The crowd went silent. People who'd been filming lowered their phones. Prince's expression didn't change, but his jaw tightened. He stood, faced the crowd, spoke into the microphone. This $100,000 is going to the Minneapolis Children's Cancer Foundation. In Marcus's. Brother's name, looked back at Marcus. What was his name? D. Daniel. In Daniel's name, the Daniel Memorial Fund. The crowd erupted, not in applause, in tears. People were openly weeping, strangers hugging each other. The radio DJ, Chad, grabbed his microphone. You know what? The station is matching that. Another $100,000 right now. Done. The mall manager stepped forward. Southdale Center will contribute $50,000. Local businesses started shouting pledges. $10,000, $25,000, $5,000. Within 10 minutes, $300,000 had been raised. Prince handed the oversized check to Marcus. The boy's hands were shaking so badly he almost dropped it. You give this to them. You go to that foundation. You tell them your brother's name. You make sure they remember Daniel. Marcus nodded. Couldn't speak, just nodded. Prince put his hand on the boy's shoulder, leaned in close, whispered something. The crowd couldn't hear. Only Marcus heard. Whatever Prince said made Marcus cry harder, but he was smiling through the tears. Prince straightened, handed the microphone back to Chad. Then, without another word, he walked off the stage. The crowd parted like water. No one tried to stop him. No one asked for autographs or photos. They just watched, reverent silence. Prince walked through center court, through the corridor, toward the parking lot exit. By the time mall security realized what was happening, he was gone. Derek, the security guard who'd dismissed him an hour earlier, stood staring at the empty doorway. I told Prince to keep moving. I told Prince to keep moving. His supervisor patted his shoulder. Yeah, you did. 2 weeks later, Minneapolis Children's Cancer Foundation office. Monday morning, Director of Development Sarah Chen opened the morning mail. One envelope stood out. Plain white. No return address. Thick. She opened it. Inside, a check for $500,000. No letter, no note, just the check. In the memo line, Daniel, and in the corner of the envelope, hand-drawn in purple ink, a small symbol, the love symbol. Sarah stood, walked to her colleague's office, handed her the check. Call Marcus Rodriguez. Tell him to bring his mother. We need to thank them. And we need to tell them about Daniel's fund. 3 months later, February 2015. The Daniel Memorial Fund had raised over $1 million. Marcus and his mother attended the groundbreaking ceremony for a new pediatric wing at the Children's Hospital. The wing was named the Daniel Rodriguez Memorial Pediatric Oncology Center. Marcus, now 13, spoke at the ceremony. His voice was steady. My brother Daniel died when he was 14. He fought for 2 years. He never gave up. And even when he was sick, even when he was in pain, he listened to music, especially Prince. Last November, I went to a mall piano contest with my mom, just to get out of the house, just to do something normal. And Prince was there, playing piano, like it was the most normal thing in the world. He gave away $100,000. Then everyone else gave money too. And then, 2 weeks later, he sent more. We don't know for sure it was him, but we know. My brother can't be here, but because of what happened that day, other kids will get help. Other families won't be alone, and Daniel's name will be on a building forever. Prince told me something that day. When he whispered to me on stage, he said, "Your brother is proud of you, and he's still here. Music doesn't die. People don't either. They just change form." Marcus paused, looked at the crowd. I believe that. I have to believe that. Thank you, Prince. Wherever you are. April 21st, 2016. Prince passed away. Marcus, now 14, posted on social media. Last year, Prince turned my worst day into something beautiful. He saw me crying in a mall, and he made my brother's name matter. The Daniel Rodriguez Memorial Center exists because Prince saw a kid in a vintage T-shirt and asked questions. Rest in peace. Thank you for everything. The post went viral. Over 2 million shares. 2024, 10 years later. Marcus Rodriguez, now 22, medical student, University of Minnesota, specializing in pediatric oncology. I'm going to be a doctor because of what happened that day. Not just because of the money, though that helped my family when we needed it, but because Prince showed me that one person paying attention can change everything. He didn't have to stop at that mall. He didn't have to sign up for a contest. He didn't have to play. He didn't have to ask about my shirt. He didn't have to donate. He didn't have to send more money later. But he did all of it because that's who he was. The Daniel Rodriguez Memorial Center has treated over 5,000 children since opening. Survival rates for pediatric leukemia at the center are 15% above national average. Marcus volunteers there twice a month, plays guitar for the kids, teaches them Purple Rain. Daniel would have loved this, he says. Southdale Center Mall, 2024. In the center court, near where the stage used to be, there's a small plaque on the wall. November 2014. This is where Prince played for a $100,000 prize, then gave it all away. This is where the Daniel Rodriguez Memorial Fund was born. This is where music became medicine. Never assume, never dismiss, never underestimate the power of a moment. Next to the plaque, a photo. Prince at the piano, eyes closed, fingers on keys. The crowd around him, frozen in awe. And below, a purple scarf, framed, anonymous donation, note attached. He left this on the bench. We kept it, because some moments are too sacred to forget. November 2014. A mall piano contest. A man in a purple scarf. Security told him to keep moving. A boy recognized him. That's Prince. One performance, one question, one donation. $100,000 became $300,000, became $500,000, became $1 million, became a hospital wing, became 5,000 children treated, became a doctor, became a legacy. Because Prince stopped walking,